Hi everyone, this is RJ Kashish and this is Palat Mere Yaar, a special initiative of Radio Olive where we are encouraging people to flip the product, and we have our very own expert Hala with us.
Hello everyone, my name is Hala Makhoul. I'm the Food Safety Manager at Boyker Public Safety Qatar. I've been with Boyker for around 20 years and in the field of food safety and an expert in the GCC. So I'm going to be with you today and you are listening to Radio Olive.
So Hala, we are encouraging people to flip the product and to see the content. So do you flip the product and see the content before buying it?
Well, for me, definitely. But why? Because I'm in the field. But let's pause a bit and really think about it. We definitely need to flip. Why? There is two very important criteria you need to look for on the packaging. Then, when you say nutrition facts, it's very generic. Carbohydrate. But move with me down to the ingredient list. And here you start reading the type of carbohydrate, you read the type of fat you have inside, as well as protein. And watch out. The label itself is very tricky. So let's say you read on it sugar-free. Does it mean sugar-free 100%? No, it's not the case. Or you read on it no added sugar.
Right.
What does it mean no added sugar? So let's take an example together. Fresh orange juice, 100% pure orange juice. You read on the label no added sugar. This is correct. They are not tricking you. They are not lying to you. But when you are reading on the nutrition facts, you can read carbohydrate content and you can read sugar. How come? It means during the manufacturing, you did not add additional sugar. But the fruit itself has natural sugar. So this is a small example of how to read properly a label.
Okay.
And this is the same for fat. Fat-free. Is it zero? Definitely not. As per the international labeling system, if you have 0.5 gram and below per serving, and I will explain in a minute what does it mean a serving, you are allowed to declare it as zero. As fat-free or sugar-free. So what is a serving? You buy a pack of biscuits. You read 25 calories per serving or per biscuit. Are you going to consume one? Definitely not. If you will keep the pack next to you, one biscuit, two biscuits, and you will end up maybe by eating 10 biscuits.
Yeah.
So how many calories if you're going to calculate?
Oh my God.
So it's very important to read all these details.
Yeah.
Serving, calories, sugar content, fat, and the type of fat. I guess we can also elaborate in a while.
Yeah.
What is the difference between saturated fatty acid, unsaturated fatty acid, etc.
So let's discuss it further. So what are the hidden red flags in a product? We sometimes we see small diagrams and small images. What does they mean?
Okay, you have logos as well on the label. So you can see, and this is a very interesting one for you to really look for, are the food safety logos. For example, HACCP. I don't know if did you ever see that on a product? HACCP or ISO, for example?
Yeah, in the chips product I have
you can
seen.
see it on any fruit product.
Yeah.
Not all of them, definitely.
Yeah.
But this is good, and specifically which ISO? 22,000, for example, and this is a food safety management system. In a way, you are guaranteeing a safety of your food product.
Right.
So personally, I flip, I look, he has HACCP. I feel a bit more relieved. He has ISO 22,000, much better for me. Then I will consider it from a food safety perspective. This is one. Another, what about additives, preservatives, coloring? Those, do they declare it directly as written? Not all of them. You might see coloring agent as a writing, but at the same time, you might see numbers like E.
Yeah.
E101, E102. What are these? These are additives. Does it mean it's dangerous? We cannot say this. As long as they are inside the food, it means they are regulated and accepted. But some families do not want to give their kids, for example, artificial additives or sweeteners or coloring agent. So they will prefer the natural one. So here it's important to look for this E. You can just grab your phone. Text, what is E101? And then you will know. It's a coloring agent, for example.
Yeah.
Is it a natural one or it's an artificial one? So this is important to identify.
Yeah.
Added sugar. I don't want to feed my kids added sugar.
Right.
It's already inside the food. Why will I add additional calories for them? And these, we call them sometimes useless calories. They are not beneficial for their growth. We need calories from protein. We need calories from healthy fat. So this is also something to look at when we say about added. And the sugar-free. Do you need artificial sweeteners for your kids? Definitely not.
No.
They don't need aspartame. They don't need this category. It's okay to consume sugar, definitely, and I would say in a balanced way, and the natural one that are already present in fruits and vegetables, etc.
Okay. Okay, so when we talk about kids specifically, so what are the contents we should look in a food product before feeding our kids with that product, with the food?
So kids normally are on a normal, I would say, diet. There is no dieting for kids unless we have any health issue, and then you go back to your nutritionist and doctor and they will recommend for you. Otherwise, simply go back to what we were saying, avoid additives, excess additives, I would say, because they are everywhere, especially in the candies. Those bright colors we're talking about, all of them are additives and colorant. Now, if you ask me, do you allow your kids? Yes, I'm not gonna tell them do not eat. They will go to a birthday and they will grab them and they will definitely consume more than they should. Everything in moderation is the key. So you can read it. You're allowed, for example, a couple of times per week, and as much as possible, if you can avoid or limit, then you go to the limitations. Juices, they say it's fresh. Yes, it is fresh, but it's loaded with natural sugar. Instead of a orange pressed juice, which is equivalent to several oranges, eat a fruit. Then here you have a balance. You're getting the sugar, but you have the fiber.
Fibers
at the same
also,
time,
right?
Because the juice has no fiber at all. It's already removed.
Okay, so let's talk about the expiry date, what we see. So what is the difference between best before and expiry date,
And
or
use by.
the label which say use by? So what is the difference between these statements?
Yes, sometimes it can be confusing for a consumer.
Yeah.
What shall I do? What does it mean best before? Normally best before is equivalent to a quality criteria. So when you read best before, it's definitely on what we call a low risk item. It means this is a food that you can, let's say, store at room temperature. It doesn't need refrigeration. It has a long shelf life. So the manufacturer is guaranteeing for you as consumer the quality until the specific date. It means after best before, will it be dangerous? Will I have food poisoning? No. As long as, again, you respected the storage conditions. We live in Qatar. Summer is actually exactly now.
Yes.
We are at a 40 degrees. This is not a normal regular storage conditions. Go back to the 25 degrees. This is a normal regular storage conditions for food. So there, I reach my best before. Shall I throw it away? It's here you go to the organoleptic, or what we call appearance of the food. Taste, smell, texture of the food. If it is still okay, then I can consume it from a quality perspective. It might lose few nutrients, vitamins. It's not as bright as it was from before, but you will not have any food poisoning. The use by it's a must. It's an order. You do not have the right to exceed a use by date. And this is for what we call a high-risk product, needing refrigeration. For example, vacuum-packed meat, dairy product. Those, you have to respect your use by date. And expiry and use by the way, it will go together. As long as you don't see the word before, it means it should be removed when you reach the state.
Then let's take some listeners' questions. Being a food safety expert, you have seen people getting attracted to various packaging and all that, and they buy things that looks good, but sometimes it's not good for the body. So how packaging is used to fool people sometime, and how we can encourage people to just not buy things by seeing the packaging, outer packaging. Like if I have the same olives in a jar, I'll get attracted, but if it's in a packet, I will not take them. So how does the packaging matter?
Yes, actually, if you think about it, when you go to a restaurant, the first thing that attracts you is the aspect of the food. You eat with your eyes first. You look at it, oh wow, it's such a nice presentation. It looks good, it smells good, the colors are nice. It's the same for the packaging. When you go to a supermarket, what attracts you first? It's the type of packaging, it's the colors, the logo even, and some claims. Especially nowadays. It will tell you it will reduce osteoporosis. It's very good for cardiovascular diseases. Watch out. those claims are not 100%, I would say, studied and approved. Unfortunately, we can't put claims. So these we should pay attention to.
Okay.
We need to look for those food safety logos we were telling about. We need to read the nutrition facts. We didn't mention exactly the trans fat, because trans fat, you flip again, you read trans fat equals 0. Oh wow, I'm happy. Watch out. What does it mean 0, we said? When it's 0, it might, it's not 100%. It's 0.5 gram per serving or below. This is one. But look at the ingredient list. Did you read, for example, on it partially hydrogenated vegetable oils? Then you have hidden trans fat.
Yeah.
So you don't see. Because as long as you see the 0, people are automatically attracted by numbers.
Yeah.
So when they see 0 or when they see free, all those claims, you buy on the spot. And when you're in a hurry, you don't even bother and flipping sometimes and reading.
Okay, so I wanted to know that what do you think about this initiative of Radio Olive, and we are encouraging people to flip the product. So what do you think about this activity?
Honestly, this is really, really very good, because as you started and mentioned, no one is flipping. We buy with our eyes, we buy because we are in a hurry, and sometimes online. By the way, online you can read.
Yeah.
Did you ever try it? Online you can flip and
read
at the same time. We never do that.
Yeah.
We put in the cart and move on and pay. So it's really nice. That will open the eyes of the consumer. It will help them. So small details, and every single move or change will be definitely for the better.
Okay. I have this question. It just clicked. Does discount has something to do with the quality of the food?
No, not really. Qatar is highly regulated, by the way.
Yeah.
It's a highly regulated country. We can feel comfortable here when we are purchasing the food. So once the food is on your shelves, the food is good. We might have discounts sometimes. Maybe it's near expiry.
Yeah.
Or it's a promotion. They have an extra production, or for some reason it was not able to be released or sold in the market.
Yeah.
Then I have a bundle or a discount. Or it can be a specific Eid, a celebration. So it's like when you are buying clothes. You have end of the season discount. It's the
But
same.
sometimes when we get discount, we buy a lot of things, like a lot. If we are getting bread on a very cheap price, we buy the whole shelf, but we can't store it properly. So then the things start to happen. Yeah, the wastage starts. So what do you think about this, and what do you want to say about this to our people?
This is a very, very challenging topic and highly actually discussed in Qatar, and part of the strategy of Qatar, which is reducing waste.
Yeah.
We have tendency, it's also part of our culture, to buy a lot,
Yeah.
to cook a lot, and to serve, and then we end up with leftovers.
Yeah.
Sometimes we can't consume the leftovers, it will end up in the garbage. And here, we need to regulate ourselves.
Yeah.
We go, it's a planning. It's like you're planning your day at work. You have to plan as well your meals. You have to plan the quantity you are purchasing, because the supermarket is there. The food will not disappear.
Okay.
Even with the challenging situations we are going through, we never went and any raw material was missing. So that is also important. Plan your day properly, purchase the amount you need. We can have few extra or a buffer, but we should not stock all of them. It will lead to an expired item, and then we will throw it away, which is wastage food.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much, Hala. It was nice having you here. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
The information you gave is amazing. We're going to call you again, of course, for sure. Thank you so much. And let's say our tagline is Jio Bindas. That means live carefree. So I think your personality, screams Jio Bindas.
Thank you.
So let's say Radio Olive Jio Bindas to the camera, okay?
So Radio Olive, Jio Bindas.
Thank you so much. Thank you.